And we're back. Our
Hey,
big PT cards.
what's happening?
Uh, just a long day.
Yeah, it's been a long, stressful day, I think, for a lot of us. Hey,
Yep.
the Yankees are winning, though, so, you gotta take that, you know.
Yep.
How you doing there, brother?
Not too bad.
Feeling better?
Well, with the medicine, yep.
Good, good, good. And your wife's feeling better?
Oh, she went back to work on Friday. I go back
Oh,
Monday.
it's still, though, you were trying to pass that stuff on to me. I know you were. I know you were. I know what you were up to.
Yeah.
No, but I know you just got home. I'm sorry I bugged you. I did not mean to bug you. But I know you probably didn't see a lot of the game, but I'll fill you in on a little bit of it. Max,
7 RBIs by Ben Rice. Holy cow.
yeah, 7 RBIs, 3 hits. Max Fried gave us 5 innings. I was hoping for more. 94 pitches. He's starting to kind of get back to where he was, but 7 runs. Ooh, that's killing me right now. But Rice, Judge, Jason, and then Trent Grisham has 4 hits tonight. And Caballero, no one's talking about him. He's been getting hits. You know what I mean? Like he's
He's
somebody
supposed
that
he's the fastest guy on the team. I think he leads the major leagues to stolen bases or close to it. I think he lost it for because he hasn't been playing so much.
yeah. No, he looks good. He looks good. But I still want Rice at catcher. I don't like him at first base. And why is Belly and Stanton not in this lineup tonight?
Uh Bellinger is day to day, I believe.
Great.
Dayton, I think his legs, he's not very comfortable. There's like 4 or 5 parts he's really comfortable. I think part of the problem is that, and then the other problem is probably playing 3 days in a row, and then Yankee Stadium ain't good for
Yeah,
his
yeah. Oh
legs.
yeah. Oh no, I can imagine. That's why I was like, this can't be a permanent solution here. But Williams looked good tonight. 1 inning pitch, 3 Ks, 19 pitches. I'll take it. Santos gave us 2 innings, 1 hit, 2 Ks, 29 pitches. I'm pretty impressed with what I saw tonight. Other than Max Fried giving up as many runs as he did, in 5 innings. But we won 12-8 tonight. I think is the final. I'll take it. I'll
I'll
take
take I'll take a win. At least we didn't. Did Bednar have to go in on the 9th or no?
Give me a second. Sorry, my computer froze.
My phone freaked out before.
Let's see. Bednar pitched 1/3 of an inning through 3 pitches and got out of it in the 9th. So that was pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with, but I'm gonna get back to. You know what? I don't even need to get back to it. I'm not gonna bash on Boone. I can't keep doing that. But you wanted to get into something that was very interesting.
Yeah,
Of Padres, Mike Schlitt.
yeah.
Now
The
you wanted to get now St. Louis, right? You
yeah. This
talked to me
is
about this.
so. I saw a little video on TikTok, which brings us to analytics. So this is how messed up I think if you don't use the analytics correct. Back in 2021, the Pirates manager that was the Cardinals former,
Man,
and September 11th, I believe he had a 2.8% chances of making the playoffs. That is very low.
well,
However,
they went on a 16-game winning streak, right?
16-game winning streak and did go into the playoffs.
Yeah.
However, they were a one and done because the front office wanted to go analytics and he was like, no, they fired him
Yeah.
and put that 35-year-old manager now that's still there. Now, if you look at the Padres when they hired him and versus what the Cardinals have done recently, the Padres have gone from mid-tier to near the top of the division. They're winning right now in the their division right now. And St. Louis has taken a big step back defensively, offensively,
Yeah.
everything fundamental sides Brendan Donovan.
Yeah, yeah, Donovan. Yeah, he's just the one. He's the one positive in that. You know,
Naranato's went downhill. Like his good defensive, his bad's bad.
well, the thing about Mike, Padres manager is, he was a scout and then he was a manager for the Cardinals in the minor leagues, and he served as a first base coach in 2017, and then was named the club's manager in 2018 after the dismissal of Mike Matheny. And then they advanced to the National League Championship Series, and Schlitt was named Manager of the Year. So, getting back to what you're saying, we just had a Manager of the Year end up getting fired after a 16-game winning streak.
Yeah, to make them win the thing and go one and down the playoffs, which is a one. It's either it's a crapshoot. Like I don't want to put it any other things, but the interesting part is because you can use analytics a certain way, not everything. Because there's a feel to the game. The Padres have gone uphill with how he manages and how many wins they get versus the analytics of St. Louis. It went down.
Yeah. Yeah, I was reading a thing. Didn't you send me a video that showed they were getting like 40,000 people, then it was 37,000, and then
Yep.
it's like, it's down to like 30,000, or actually 20-some thousand. They've literally lost like
A lot of fan base, and the fan base when they fired them were absolutely went bonkers.
They don't have a star anymor. They
They
really
had one.
don't.
They have their one star is Donovan,
Yeah. Yep.
and they really bushed their arbitration.
I agree.
I'd expect them. They might be get traded. A lot of the former players are saying the front office is to blame for that whole debacle.
Really?
No, I read a few things before this when the Donovan arbitration went.
Yeah. Yeah.
They said the front office was the blame. I wonder why. Analytics. Right back to our point.
But okay, so after leaving the Cardinals, Mike worked for Major League Baseball as a consultant
For 3
on
years.
on
Then
my
got hired back in 2023.
on my birthday, actually. My birthday, January 26th, 2022. He was hired by the San Diego Padres to serve in this player development role. He began the 2022 season as a Padres interim third base coach after Matt Williams had hip surgery. On November 21st of 2023, Schlitt was named manager of the Padres after the former manager Bob Melvin was hired by the San Francisco Giants. You, don't you have to love how all this plays out? It's like a poem, you know what I mean? It's like the drama, though. You can read it, like you can imagine behind the scenes all the madness that's going on. Oh man.
No, it's just interesting about everything. Do you want to post a link for open panel?
Oh yeah. Give me 1 second. 1 second.
Sorry about that. Just
No, I got it.
I wanted to have this all set up beforehand, but you know what the circumstances is.
It's okay. You're a slacker.
No, not a slacker.
We've
Just
gotten used to it. We've gotten used to it. Don't worry.
no. We actually normally on time. Today's just like a rare day for both of us.
Yeah. No, it has been. Since about 5:40 in the morning. Yeah.
5:37.
No offense. But what did you think of the game tonight, though? That was a nice win. But we
I
didn't
take
give
the
up a
win,
lot of
but I'm
runs.
more concerned about the why we giving up so many runs. And against a good team, we lose this.
Yeah, I mean, our starting pitching is scaring me right now. When you're giving up 7 runs, and Max is supposed to be our ace, 7 runs against the Cardinals. Ooh, I'm not really
Hey,
liking that.
JT, you want to put that as a? Can you put that as a pin on the stream if you can? The stream,
Uh,
or someone can pin that on the chat for everyone that people that come in.
I was able to do it the other night. Give me a second. I
I
don't
think
know
you have to
why.
go into I think your computer, you have the thing in the chat. You just click it and hit pin. I wish I could do it, but then I get off, and then we have to go back.
Wait, wait. I think that's how I do it.
Yeah, I think you're good. Yep,
Is that right?
it looks like something. I can't see the chat like if I was in like user, because we're in StreamYard.
No, it's not at the top of the page. I don't know how to do that.
I think you did.
I thought that would work.
I thought you
Share.
could just click on the thing. I'm pretty sure you just click your name and you, if you're on the stream, and you hit hit pin. If you're in the chat, live chat,
Right chat.
just click the post. I just
So
wanted to
if I do this, where is it? So I click.
just click your name, one of the where the link is, and then just click at the stream where you just hit pin.
No, it says delete comment and put user in timeout or ban user.
Oh God, you know what? I'll just do this.
I'm putting a star on it. I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
I'll do that. How's that? So if people can't, they can just type it.
I don't know how to do it. I think the
I
only
would
way
have to
to
go
do
out of my. I don't have my other. I don't have other phone with me, so I can't. I'm useless right now.
you gotta love how unprofessional we are, guys, right? Everyone in the chat's going, "What is wrong with these two? Jeez, can't they get their stuff together?" Well, it's been a rough day, as Stephen B said. It's never an easy day. But hey, Yankees got to win.
We'll take a win. I'll
You
take
know,
I'll take a win. I take at least the bullpen didn't have to go more than 4 innings.
yeah, that blew me away. Williams and Santos looked good tonight. I was happy about that.
I wish Santos the other day didn't have his bad inning.
Yeah, I agree. Oh man,
I mean, Cam had a great start. The other one, That's the main disappointment was the bullpen let it down,
yeah,
and the
I agree.
offense couldn't come up with more than one run. Bellinger, and I still think he's a MVP. How he is.
I agree. I think Bellinger is the MVP of the AL right now. If he continues hitting the way he is
Uh,
and
it's
fielding the
gonna
way he is,
only way. The only way it would happen if the Mariners catcher that's been going bonanzas with home runs slows down.
Wait, apples and bananas? Is that what you told me? Apples and bananas?
No, I'm talking.
I know you're talking. Sorry, I'm just messing with you. Yeah,
Yeah,
see, everybody. I drove Stephen B nuts before the show, and I didn't mean to, but I kept on calling him, and I thought I was joking around with him. He didn't find it very funny. So,
no. I was on a dinner date with my wife. Now she's all mad.
and see, now I have to apologize. So you guys understand that putting on this show is not as simple as you think. I somehow offended multiple people today. Stephen B, yeah, have we not offended somehow magically multiple people trying to
We'll
do
just put it. I'll put it bluntly.
this?
Friendship, sometimes you have friends, but sometimes they're just jerks.
I'll,
And
I'll
it
go.
never ends.
I'll go with that. I'll go with that.
It never ends, and sometimes it's just fun to be around. It just sometimes you have good friends, but they just do stupid stuff. Simple as I can put it, without going into details.
Yeah. We don't need to go into details. I just found it funny that we had one heck of a day.
Started at It started at 7. Then it started with me at 7, waking up to find this. Then went to go to bring my dog out to do a nail trim. Come back. Had my wife do a test. Had to bring one of my other animals to another vet. Come there for over an hour. Come back, drop her off, grab some stuff, go shopping, come back, put everything away, do all my animals, go out, and I would have been here on time. Go do a dinner date, and stuff actually I was rung up that and took extra 10 minutes.
Where's my onion blossom?
Nah, I still had Applebee's.
It's still see, you didn't even bring it home. See that's what ticks me off, man. I wanted my onion blossom, you know.
No, you know how after 9 o'clock it's half off. I need to.
Appetizers or something.
Yep, they running up full price.
Really?
Yeah, hold on. I gotta. CT, can you just take over about 5 minutes? I gotta take care of something in the background.
4 minutes and 59 seconds.
Okay, no problem. I'll be right back.
Take care. No, but that was a good win tonight by the Yankees. My fear though right now is that Max Fried hasn't looked right since coming back from his IL stint. I mean, tonight he pitched 5 innings, pitched 8 hits, 7 runs, 7 earned runs, only one walk. Did have 6 Ks, but gave up those 2 homers. But the positive was seeing that Rice 7 RBIs tonight on 3 hits, and also, Trent Grisham had 4 hits tonight. Judge had 2 RBIs. Jason Dominguez had 2 RBIs, but I still like to see Rice at catcher. Um, I don't really like him at first base. What do you guys in the chat think? Um, and no Belly and Stanton in the lineup. That was very bizarre to me. I guess they're giving them rest, which Stephen B kind of mentioned that they're giving Stanton's legs rest and whatnot. But Williams looked good tonight. That 1 inning he pitched 3 Ks, 19 pitches. I'll take it. He's been struggling, but I still have faith in Williams. And Santos with those 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 2 Ks, 29 pitches. That's what we need. Our bullpen needs to be able to do that. Exactly that. And our bullpen has been not able to do that. Let's look at Mark. How'd Mark Leiter Jr. do tonight? Yes, of course he gave up a run. But Bednar looked good in that third of an inning. Mark Leiter Jr. pitched 2 and 3, and he had 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 K, and 1 home run in 15 pitches. 12 were strikes. So actually, it's not a bad outing, but he gave up a run, but it was probably set up by Santos anyway. But Bednar looked good tonight, and I'll take that.
Oh my God!
Oh,
What a day!
but we did leave 8 runners left on base. It's been a
That does not.
problem.
And we didn't have what Stanton or Bellinger in the lineup too.
Nope.
I do think we got to see the guy that was the guy that plays that's has a lot of speed. What's his name again?
Oh, give me a second. Cabela.
Cabrera. Yeah, we want him. I think we need to have him play shortstop a couple times to give Volpe some days off to actually rest him properly.
Arrest him. Send him down. We don't
No,
need him.
I would just arrest him and have some good. Let him actually have some stuff.
I'm just kidding. No, but he's looked good. Like that's why I even underlined it. I said, we haven't talked about him. No one's really talking about him. Let's look at his Savant page. Give me a second. I wish I could show it on the screen, but I want to know what his Savant page looks like right now. Give me a second.
If you want, you could bring up on the page. I think we can bring it up.
Savant. Give me a sec. Okay, now he doesn't have the greatest numbers, but his base running value is beyond 90%. His fielding run value is 70%. His sweet spot's 87%, and his range is 88%. So, and his sprint speed, about it's above average. His arm strength's a little under average, but I don't pay attention to all these analytics. I just take a look at, quick glance at it. Now, yeah, there's things in the blue here, but have you guys noticed though that recently he's looked pretty good? You know, he's getting hits, and he's getting hits all over the field. So I think this is pretty interesting to watch what's going on. A player I don't think a lot of us were paying attention to is starting to, you know, give us some results, and we needed these results. So, Stephen B disappeared again on me. See, keeps leaving me here by myself, everybody. But hopefully we'll have Hector on in a little bit, and we'll discuss more of the game. I do have to say something I find interesting coming up is going to be watching the Padres here. I think the Padres are taking that division. I think as much as Michael King didn't look very hot in his last start, I think once he gets gelling, I think the Padres are unstoppable this year. Um, I actually think the Dodgers are in a little bit of danger here. There's too many injuries going on with them. Yes, they have a loaded deck, but that deck is also started to run out of cards. Um, at first I thought for a while there the Giants had a chance, but the Giants had just fallen out of favor. Oh, really, Merc? He's back on the IL. Oh, my man, Michael King. Man, come on. He's losing value here, Merc. You know it. But I still think they're a mean team, the Padres. The AL race. What do you guys all think in the chat, guys and gals in the chat? Because right now the AL race to me is like such a crapshoot. I don't see a single team that I really think stands out. I mean, maybe the Tigers, and also you do have Houston's come out of nowhere, but Houston's only up by a game and a half, so the Mariners are only a game and a half behind. Uh, so you got the Tigers, the Astros, the Mariners. Um, but I mean, we're still 6.5 games out of first. We're a game and a half behind Boston. I mean, are we living in La La Land here? We need to go on a run here. We need to go on a serious run uh, to get things going here, because this is ridiculous that right now we are 6.5 games out. Now, 2 months ago, what were the standings? Does anyone want to Google that? Yeah, yeah. The standings 2 months ago were much different than they are now. But we won tonight. And as I said, Rice is the guy, man. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to put Wells down, but Rice is the guy, and we saw what Jason Dominguez can do. We need to play him more. I know people think he's weak in the outfield, but you just need to play him more. Experience. I really think we're not. We went on a 5-game winning streak when we had Jason Dominguez as our leadoff hitter. 5-game winning streak. The minute we took him out we lost because we put Trent, or maybe it was Goldschmidt, but we changed the, so you gave somebody motivation and momentum, and they're getting going, and then you had the analytic team, or who knows, decide that, oh no, this next game, this next series, we need to start. So it gets a little frustrating as you're watching baseball. But Rice, I said, with 3 hits, 7 RBIs. I mean, that's awesome. That's awesome. But how do you guys feel about Rice at first base? I'm not a big fan of him at first base. I like him at catcher. I actually think his framing works pretty good. But I'm still waiting for Stephen B here. He's leaving me hanging here. There's only so much I can talk about, guys. But I hope everybody's had a good Saturday. Up in the Northeast, it was pretty warm. But in the American League right now, I said we are 6.5 games out. Boston's 5 out. Toronto's up by 5 games. Detroit has an 8.5 game lead over the Guardians, who we are in contention with for the wild card spot. Kansas City, though, is only 10 games out, so they're not far behind. In the West, you have the Houston Astros are up only by a game and a half over the Mariners right now, so that's a pretty close race there. The Phillies are up by 5 games over the Mets. The Mets have been nosediving. I called this before the All-Star break. I said this team is going to do this because Clay Holmes starting pitching. I don't think so. Not going to work out. And then in the Central, at the Brewers. Brewers have been on a roll. They've won 14 games. 14 games. That's what the Yankees need to get on a streak. 14 games, and they're up on the Cubs by 9 games. What a lead! That's the type of lead you want to have. Right now, though, the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Padres are tied right now for first place. The Diamondbacks are back 10 games, and what happened to the Giants? I do have to ask what happened to the Giants because the Giants were right there with it, and but right now the Dodgers are up 6-0 on the Padres. So this is getting kind of ugly because this is a playoff potential of teams to play against each other, and it seems like the Dodgers always have the Padres number. So
Sorry about that, CT. There was some emergency in the background.
not a problem, not a problem. But Blake Snell did give 6 innings pitched tonight for the Dodgers on 96 pitches, only 2 walks, 3 Ks, 5 hits, no runs. I would say Blake Snell had a great start for the Dodgers. So, but they're up 6-0 against the Padres, and Dylan Cease, who I did not want to get, who everybody who was a Yankee fan was like, we need to get Dylan Cease. Yeah, right. He pitched 3 1/3 innings, gave up 3 runs, 6 walks, 2 Ks on 85 pitches. That's why I didn't want this guy. And so the Padres are paying for it tonight, having a guy like him. But I
I
still.
wouldn't. Go ahead. Go ahead, CT. I was gonna have a thought afterwards.
No, I still think the Padres are the team to beat in that division right now.
I
I
think
really
so
do.
too. The Dodgers have lost what, a 9 game lead to the Padres, and now they're still going. It seems like the analytic teams, like the Dodgers, the Yankees, right now, the analytics aren't working right, and that's why we talk about how there's a feel to the game.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that feel, I said the last time I really felt that feel was actually Girardi was pretty good about that feel of the game. He would make mistakes, don't get me wrong, but I always
I,
like Torrey sitting there with his arms crossed. He would just sit there and be watching what's going on, and he wouldn't make a move. He would just be like, "I'm going to let my pitcher get out of this jam, and I'm going to watch him do it." And now, the minute the pitcher's in a jam, we're out there on there's a meeting on the mound. There's
I,
this, there's that.
no, I was just gonna say what it to me it looks like. To me at least, and I watch a game, I could see when I see momentum shifting. That's when you want if it's going against us. That's when you want to put a pitcher in, not
Yeah,
not just when we're just winning and the momentum still in our favor. When you see the momentum to stall it, you change the pitcher, and that's when you know you're doing the right.
yeah, yep. I agree. I
And I
agree.
feel it's like sometimes I know Jardy was more about analytics, but if you watch the last 2 games before he was let go in game 5 and 6, even though we lost those, he went more with his feelings with it. And look what happened. We actually almost beat the Astros. Well, they were cheating.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you can't say they were cheating though. They wouldn't
Oh,
cheat. They wouldn't cheat. No, nay, nay,
trash
nay.
cans. Trash cans. You got the freaking. So we're not trying to be conspiracists, but just the trash cans with the pitches and at Astro Stadium.
Wait, you said conspiracist, right?
Yep.
I have this actual Life magazine of landing on the moon and back with the footprint right here. It's actually original. Now, did we actually land on the moon or not? I want to know. Is the Earth square or is it round? You tell me.
Yeah, no, just trying to have fun with this thing. Um, is anyone who's else is on there? I know Merck's been on there. John's the Beagle's been on here.
Yep,
In the
Bill.
chat.
Yep, Bill's been on.
Hey, Bill. I just can't see it because the on stage keeps blowing on my phone. I can't see anything for like the chat. And
So
Bill,
yeah,
if you wanted to come up, go ahead. I'll put you on.
and you said is Hector gonna still show up? You think?
I talked to him on last night when on the thing. I sent him on Facebook, so I don't know if he was gonna pop up or not.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But he said he was gonna try to because he said he had a funeral to go to, and he said he was gonna hop on for a little bit. So
Oh, I'm sad to hear that.
I did tell him sorry about that, but he said I sent him a thing with a link on Facebook. So I don't. He might be as busy. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, yeah. No,
I
I
know things
understand.
happen, so don't. It is what it is.
Well, seeing that this isn't a rated G show, we can actually say this shit happens. And it happens to all of us. And we need to all understand that. And that's why sometimes, man, there are certain people you work with or you're just like, whoa, man, you don't understand that shit happens, man. I'm not here at your convenience. I'm here for when I can be, You and I
No, and
talked
that's
about
the
this.
thing with all of us. I know I said just to delay it by 10 minutes. I was pretty much right on, correct?
No,
We said
you were late.
by 2 minutes. I only said delay by like 10 minutes because I was coming home because it took 10 minutes for the waiter screwed up on the bill. They're trying to send instead of having half prices, they were trying to send me a full price of mozzarella sticks and chicken with the quesadillas with no jalapenos. They wanted $11 and $12 for it. I'm like, no, it's half price.
Right. Supposed to be $6.99. Supposed to be $6.99.
No, that's what we have to deal with.
Yeah, like the
And then I overshot it because you called me, and I was right near the looking on the thing, about to take a left, and you call, and I lost the map. Extra 2 minutes. Sometimes you just gotta laugh at it afterwards. Now I gotta worry about my cat afterwards.
Yeah, like today, our neighbors had a party today, and I couldn't get my dog to go to the bathroom because
Oh, the loud music.
yeah, and it was driving me absolutely nuts. I couldn't get my dog to go to the bathroom. I finally took my dog for like a 1 mile walk, and I was so tired. I'm like, I'm like nodding out as I'm walking the dog. I'm going, and I got to walk all the way back. That's how I'm looking at it. And finally, she goes to the bathroom. I'm like, so happy. I was so happy because she was happy. But that walk back to the house, holy shit, man, that was the longest walk. And it was like 90 degrees out in Connecticut. How warm was it where you were in Connecticut?
91 most of the day. It just dropped to 80 in the 88s and down. It's about 80 now, I believe.
Yeah, oh,
At least the
I don't.
car, but it's hot. I mean, it's humid. It's not like Florida, but it is humid.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's
It's not
definitely
like the Bahama humid, but it is humid, and that's where stuff spreads,
yep.
especially COVID and with strep and everything in the air.
And you're the one who wanted to spread your sickness to me.
I
So I
totally I would
got
wear a mask just in case.
it. No, ladies and gentlemen, he wanted to pick me up at the airport, but he wanted to spread. He wanted to
No, I
spread
said
his,
I would pick. You didn't even let me finish. I I told you I would wear a mask for you just so you wouldn't feel I felt bad.
So we've proved the masks work. I thought
No, because
that's
strep
now.
you. No, I didn't have COVID CT. I had strep. That's a big difference. If you have for strep, if you have a mask on, you won't be able to spread it unless I put like my somehow got this other stuff on there. But no, we're good.
Well, Yankees Country's trying to share his Discord channel.
You
If
can
someone can,
you can you make them a mod?
give me a second.
If country Yankee country will make you a mod so you can put your Discord. Me and CTR in your Discord group.
How do we do that?
I believe you click his name and you can hit make mod or uh,
No, I don't know.
I'll give me a minute. I'll do it. You mind staying on the stage for like I'll just turn myself. I'll on the chat like on YouTube and I'll be right back.
Sure. See, once again, Stephen B's leaving me hanging. If you guys
No,
notice that
I'm trying to fix this while we're doing this. So just give me a 1 minute. I'll be right back. You see, I'm just gonna fix this for
he's
you.
got so many excuses tonight, man. He's got so many
Oh,
excuses.
TT, could be a lot worse. I could say I had a migraine. We could have just canceled it.
Oh, great. That would have been nice. That would have been
You know, I'm joking.
nice.
Just give me a minute. I'll be right back. I'll Yankee country. You'll be on in a sec.
Oh. No, watching this San Diego Padres game, and wow, Padres are getting their butts kicked right now. I do have to say the Dodgers are getting lucky with Blake Snell. He's seemingly coming into form right at the right time. His ERA is 1.80. I know he hasn't played very many games, due to injuries, but he's starting to look better and better. Let's take a look. Let me look at his Savant page. Blake Snell. Copy paste. Savant page. Give me 1 second. Okay. Well, right now his fastball velocity's great. His extension's great. Everything else is kind of His whiff rate's great actually, but you know, I just think he's coming back at the right time for the Dodgers. They need a pitcher like Blake Snell. That's the only way they're going to make a run against the Padres here, in my opinion.
There we go.
No, he's back.
Okay.
Oh man,
I'm back.
I didn't know he was back.
So Yankee country, you're a mod now. I made it for you. Sorry about that. Sorry, it's a little impromptu and not professional, but it's been a really weird day.
Oh well, okay.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
sorry. I just sent you the link so just in case if I went to so I could go from my switching counts because sometimes with our count for some reason you can't see the live with it. Now you can put your thing for the Discard for you, Yankee country.
That didn't sound like what.
I know it's just been one weird. It's been one weird day for me and CT and Merc. Just trying to fill everyone in. It's just we're just trying to have the show ready and everything, and everything's just been going haywire in the background.
Yeah.
Friends that we've been there for 2+ years are just causing some. I would just say just causing some nonsense.
Yeah. Unnecessary. Yep.
Yeah, but it's okay.
It's all good.
We're still one on. We're trying to have fun. We're still having trying to put the show on and make sure it's the best we can have it. Yankees won, and that's a great thing. And I promised you, CT, I'm never letting you be on by yourself. This is just a one night exception with the craziness we have.
No, no, I'm ready for this to happen all the fucking time.
No,
you left me hanging, brother. You know what? I, I got some tears in my eyes. I'm really holding back tears, man. I thought we had a brotherhood,
see,
and we don't have a brotherhood. We lost our brotherhood, man. I knew why I did this. I know why. anyways, yes, the Yankees won tonight. So yes, we had a good night. We did have a good night. It was a tough day, Stephen B. You explained it perfectly. I am going to say my own 2 cents in this, though, is that, you get to know people and everyone goes through changes, everyone goes through difficulties and whatnot. And, you always need to remember that you need to change eventually and you need to do the right things to change. And it isn't that big of a deal when somebody asks you to do a minute little change to just make sure you're on your A game, because you're not on your A game if you're not, you know what I'm saying? So I thought I don't want to be at odds with anybody, but I don't play that game. As somebody, as I said, I experienced a lot of issues with with alcohol use, and it's hard for me to be around it at times. I mean, I've gotten used to it, but it's very hard for me to be around it. So
it's
I'm glad that you don't drink, like Merck doesn't drink, like really, I don't hang out with many people who drink, hard
only.
alcohol. I hang out with people who drink a couple beers, or, that's
I
about
don't
it.
drink unless it's
Yeah.
real, and I'll be honest with you. I don't drink unless it's a special, like a wedding day, or if I'm on vacation and we're not going anywhere. It's just all in one place. I don't need that for my job. I don't need it for something happened to someone else. It's just not. It's just puts your body through hell, and not to. We're trying not to. I'm not trying to be serious a lot, but I've seen so many things happen with other people. It's not cool. It's like I've seen them ruin their own life because of it. You can't get
Yeah.
a job for a certain thing because you got a DUI. It's all in your record. You can never get it back.
Yeah, I remember, I'm not trying to get into too serious of things, but I remember I was 14 years old, and there's a place in right outside of Bar Harbor, or maybe it's in Bar Harbor, Maine, and my grandfather had cirrhosis of the liver, and I was 14, and he was at a place called Sonergy, and yeah, that should have stopped me from ever drinking in my life. That
I've
moment of
seen.
watching him, the
I've.
situation he was.
I'm not to be real a lot of sadness or anything about me. We're rest in peace, my grandfather on my dad's side, but diabetes and alcohol don't work, and especially when you're old. I had a rush with my dad to get him up off floors, and that just turned me off from all that.
Yeah, yeah. If it runs in
And
the family, yeah, diabetes runs in, like on my father's side of the family. I'm lucky. It was weird after years of drinking. They thought I was diabetic, and then like a month after I stopped drinking, disappeared. You know what I mean? Like it was
it's
just
just
all
because of how it's the contact and
the
to be
sugar, the sugar that was in the beer I was
yeah,
drinking, the
that probably
alcohol.
raised it. Yeah, no. That's why I never like the feeling of getting, I don't like the fuzz of being even buzzed. I don't like the feeling of being drunk. It's just not the feel. It just makes me like, what the hell am I did to myself? I don't like the feeling, especially if you have anxiety. It
Yeah.
makes it worse. And I've done it once, like when I shouldn't have, and it was just a bad day. And I just said, okay. And then the next day I said, I shouldn't have done that. And I'm like, I'm never doing this again.
You know how many times when like
And
this
I'm
is what
just, and I'm not talking that. It was just like one beer and just woke up the next day. It was just like, what the heck? And it's like everything came back 20 times worse.
it comes in, because what happened to me is it becomes a cycle. You know what I mean?
And never, yeah. No,
And
and
once it becomes a cycle, it's different. It's not just like, oh, on the weekends I have a few drinks or I party. All of a sudden, I'm partying the whole week, and then you're never giving your body a rest. You got to respect your body, respect your soul, respect what God, I guess God's given you, if you want to call it that. But we can't keep beating ourselves up, and I learned that the hard way. You know, and
Yeah.
I'm just happy to be here with you, Stephen B. And that I've made it here, man. I made it here. We've made it to the promised land.
Well, after 2 years and almost episode 4 with a lot of weird stuff, twists here and there.
Who'd have thunk, man? Who'd have thunk?
Exactly. And my thing is, we'll get back on topic, but this is just something like a life lesson. I don't
Yeah,
touch anything like that unless I'm happy in a good mindset. Otherwise, don't see me. I don't see anything doing it because it's not worth making your body go through this with rough emotions, and it's a big deal. And I'm not
yeah,
trying to be serious, but that's a real life lesson I learned, and it kicked my butt like one time, and I said never again.
yeah, yeah. No, I agree with you. I agree with
And
you.
I didn't even get drunk on that thing. I only had one beer, and it was just I woke up 20 times worse, and it's like, whoa, I shouldn't have done that. It just made it worse.
Well, one of my drummers has Crohn's disease,
Oh, I know
and
what that is. My
and
brother has it,
every like 6 months he'll try to drink a beer at a show or
and it just
something.
fucks up his stomach.
Oh, he's a mess, man. He's a mess.
Yeah, no,
For like 3 days,
and to
he's a mess.
bring up Yankees country, I do think there's a possibility we make it playoffs. I'm not saying it's a high one, but we have the one that fourth easiest schedule.
We do.
However, if the team wants to win, we have to keep on winning series. So we won two of the games right here. We should be sweeping these Twins, the Cardinals, and not playing down to the competition. We should be playing our baseball and not giving up a lot of runs and playing like a playoff team. What we're just not playing like it. It's just inconsistent. Like I don't, and this is like the frustrating part as being a fan is you see these players. This roster is a lot better than some of the teams on above us, and you go, well, what's causing this? And to our point, analytics is a lot of this, and a lot of it comes from the top downwards. And I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but this is just the facts of it.
Yeah.
Analytics should be a tool for, like me and TT's been saying for God knows how long, 2 years at least.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a tool. So like if you need like a fastball that goes fastball or break for a certain count to know where to put it to get off the hitter off a different place, so it's in the arsenal. That's what it should be. You shouldn't be going max pitches like we're seeing every day. To me, and maybe you call me old school, and I'm only 35, but to me, when we grew up in the 90s, when I grew up in the 90s, CT was he's a little bit older than me, so maybe he was like 10 or 15 years older than me. But he went back in the 90s, like in the 95, 96 era, when we had the whole thing. It was guys got away with a lot. You were throwing about 92, 90 to 96 in the strike zone consistently for his fastballs. And we would see once in a while pitch like a 99 or 100 on that one pitch, but it would go back. It was just to throw the hitter off where you would see the break from instead of a 10 12-4 is like a 12-6 on the really just get the hitter off really bad. And
Yeah.
but you can't do that every day, every pitch, because you're going to put stress on the arm, the elbow, shoulder, and what happens? Tommy John surgery.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, do you actually, switching this a little over though? Do you remember the All-Star game where Randy Johnson was pitching to John Crook,
Yeah, I believe.
and John Crook was just swinging for his life? Like,
Yeah,
like he was just like swing, because Randy Johnson was throwing like 100 mile per hour crazy pitches all over the plate, he just started swinging. His helmet's coming off. He's like, I give up. Like, I have no idea how to pitch or hit off
The,
the
the other
ball.
guy, the other pitcher too, that was really interesting to watch back in the day was with the D-backs. Was it the last name Kim for the underhand thrower?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
He had good pitches and he was throwing it underhand. People couldn't pick it up because it's natural. He did like a submarine underneath one that threw off the hitters, and that's the natural way. And he never really got injured that way.
I,
Smart
I,
with
I,
the leg kick, it was really weird.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I love the leg kick. That's the thing. Somebody, that's why I actually liked. Oh man, I'm getting a brain fart. Anyways, I did want to get back to something though that our ace though tonight only gave us 5 innings pitched, gave up 8 hits and 7 runs in 94 pitches, and if
There has to be something wrong with him. If you look, I know Hector and the Morning Brew Sports showed a video of the first half of the season. How the leg would on the back when he was throwing was a little different, and now versus now, there's something there that's tweaking it, and something has to be bothering because the way he usually pitches versus now, it's a little off, and you can see it's mechanical, and it's not just command. I think there's something a little off that they're not going to let us see, and it goes being transparent about things,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it
So
just kills me that we've watched Rizzo for 2 months had a concussion, but we knew it, but the staff is like, oh no, he's perfectly fine to play in there. No, you're hurting the player, making him go worse.
yeah, yeah, I agree with you.
You
Well,
did- you could
Clint Frazier is another one. You know.
Frazier's another one with I think currently is Wells.
Yeah, yeah. Wells isn't
Ever
right.
since something happened in May, because the first 2 months you were fine, then ever since May his throws have been off. You could see that his throws are off. His batting has been looking like it's not right.
Mhm.
He's not. His swings aren't right. The throws aren't right. It's just weird.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree. You and I have been talking about that for the last like month and a half. With Wells,
I
I
think he
I
has.
agree with you.
I think there's like a nerve damage or something that's going on.
Yeah, that's why I like Rice right now at catcher. I don't like him at first base. I like Rice at catcher. I think he's done a great job. His framing work looks very well. Um, uh, you know, with his limited experience behind the plate in the majors, he's looked pretty good. Um, But our other issue I did want to bring up with you is it looks like Goldschmidt's going to end up going on the IL with a knee sprain. So if that happens, what's going to happen for first base here? We're going to start playing Belly at first base and Grisham in center.
Well,
Uh,
the ideal would be to put Belly up first, and then have Dominguez in left, and then Grisham in center with Judge and right. However, until Judge is medically cleared for right field, you're not going to see anything.
yeah, I agree.
And the hard part is, what do you want to get rid of the 40-man roster? To
Hmm.
me, and call me on the minority, the most likely what I would do if you don't want to designate anyone first assignment right now, bring up Vivas, have Rice and Bellinger can play first and first base or in center, and you could have JC as the backup, so you could have Wells and JC at catcher with emergency with Rice, so that way you can rotate that, so you don't not have a platoon, and you keep all that. And Vivas is just a bench guy that can play third, second. You can play a little bit in the outfield, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Limited, but we don't need on the play outfield because we have Bellinger, we have Dominguez,
yes. Yep.
we have the other guy. I keep on forgetting his name. That speeds there that can play right. You can play infield. It's not like it's going to be a big deal and then we have a few other guys on the deal are going to be coming up, so it won't be a big deal because
Yeah.
we just need infield depth. And I don't think they're going to make room for a TJ Rumfield.
No, not
To
for
me,
me.
it doesn't make sense to put in a 40-man right now. If they really wanted to make a real splash move, it would be designate someone for assignment, play Bellinger at first, and if you really wanted to have a bat or a power bat to the lineup that we really could use, bring up Spencer Jones to play center, and you can rotate Dominguez and Grisham in left.
Yeah, I don't
But I
know,
don't think
man.
I don't think the lineup is, and I really don't, and I don't try to toot it, but I don't think we're one piece away. I think you need two bats because the lineup has been very inconsistent the whole year. It's never been consistent, and
Yeah,
that's
the
the putting up runs.
the last time we had a winning streak is when we had Jason Dominguez at
And
leadoff for 5 games, and we won 5
5 wins.
in a row. Then we changed it, and big farting sound was heard across the world. We'll call it that way. Call it that. But hey, I gotta let you guys go though. We've been on for about an hour. You game?
I was hoping to get 4 more minutes out of it, so we got an
Oh
hour,
yeah.
Zach.
Okay, well, no, I'll give you 3 minutes and 54 seconds.
No, I think we can go on a little bit about this
Yeah,
topic.
yeah,
It's just to me, the Megan should be leading off, and people say, well, he hasn't earned it. Well, my also thing is he's been hot, and guess what happens? They sit him.
yeah. I
So
don't
what do you
get it.
expect? So you hit a home run, you hit a home run, and then what? You get another one. You hit a home run, then you're gonna bench him.
Yeah, the better he does, the worse he get. The results, for him are, unbelievable.
Yeah. It's just really, it was like the same thing. If you had the whole, if you had the whole thing going on with, um, if you had him with like Anthony Volpe, let him play every day, let him the growing pains, it would be fine. I rather have him and this year when we're not, it's very close. I rather have him have the experience. We're not going to have Grisham in again. We're not going to have Grisham next year. I think he's walking away with a lot more money
Yeah, I
than being
agree.
a fourth. And then Bellinger is either he's going to opt in or we're going to have to go try to re-sign him.
I think he stays. He's going to be a Yankee. We're we're
I
not
think,
we're not going to let him walk away. No way. We let him walk away. If we do, then somebody take me out back and put me out of my misery. You know. 'Cause I
yeah,
don't get it.
no, the, it's just one of those things. To me, what's to me is like Bellinger's, I think, a crucial part of the team. I know he's been asking to be with the Yankees for about 5 or 6 years. Boris keeps on saying it, and now he's try to get him to be a Met. Boris, let Bellinger tell you where he wants to go,
Yeah. Yeah. Seriously.
and
Seriously.
I mean it in the best way. He wants to be a Yankee. Don't don't tell him, oh, it's always greener in Met.
Yeah.
Look what the Mets have done. I don't like to toot my horn. Last 13 games, last 15 games, 2-13 and not in the division lead. And that's with Soto and when they have a better lineup than us. And I don't try to be mean about it either. I think their lineup's more talented than what we have. But I also think
Yeah.
ours is more. I think I like our lineup is more versatile, but it's still relying on the home run when we were trying not to.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Well, what do you think about tomorrow's game? We got Will Warren on the mound.
I like who's on the mound today tomorrow? Is it Rodon?
No, Will Warren.
I think we're gonna have a good pitching matchup. I think we might see 6 innings of him. I think we're gonna see like maybe 5 to 7 strikeouts. maybe 1 to 2 runs, and I think we'll see like 1 or 2 walks. I
Yeah,
think this Warren, the last 3 starts have been really impressive, and it
I agree.
started after the old timers game when he was talking to
Yeah,
Roger
yeah, yeah.
Clemens. In
The
that,
Rocket Man.
you notice how he wasn't going max effort every pitch, and then he picks and chooses his spots. And look at what the results were. He
Yeah,
doesn't have to have this thing. I think he found. I think they unlocked it for him. I think Clemens and Pettit just talking about it and having Cole as a being there, even though he's not there.
yeah,
They really learned from Cole a lot. And Rodon and of Max Fried. They all work on their stuff. And think I really think that's a big help. And I know you're not really excited for next year, but I would really like to see next year's rotation, how it's going to play out if they're all healthy, with a healthy Cole, with the Max Free, Rodon, and Gill, and then to see either Cam or Warren as a fifth.
mm.
That rotation is nasty
But who's your manager?
to me. I don't I don't know, because if you were on, and I don't like to bring up another topic about it, but it really depends. If Caption's going to be the GM, it's just another puppet head, unless he's
Yeah,
going to allow the GM to actually use the analytics their way, and I don't think that's possible.
mm,
So you would have to either have Cashman go from being a manager to a promotion, and then bring someone new in there. That's why I say, if you really want to, if Cashman wants to play out the last contract as a GM, who are you gonna? And I always say, who do you want to put as a thing if you don't want Boone? You want the bench coach for a year? He's not going to want to do that. Do you want someone that's outside the box that fans get to say, okay, it's only 1 year deal? But most managers are not going to want to take a 1 year deal just to approve a deal.
yeah.
And
I
I don't.
thought I thought you were going to take the
No, I
managerial
don't want
duty.
nothing to do with that job. If because I'd be CT knows this, I'd be in their face and saying, or behind all in the things, why aren't we playing fundamental baseball?
Baseball.
I'd
Really.
be saying drill practices at 9 o'clock until you guys can make it without making errors.
Bunt. The art of
Bunting,
bunting.
catching, fielding, making sure you run to the base right. Making sure you have leads so you don't get picked out, making sure you know you how many outs are and what the situation every freaking time. It shouldn't be relying on the coaches, and that you should be knowing this by yourself. That's how you play. We played the game.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
didn't have the stadiums that have the strikes out, the strikes, how many outs there. We had to pay attention.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Just like
that's just in the minors. This isn't just a little league field and in the big league field. They're playing fall ball and the regular summer ball we used to play back in the day to get to high school ball.
yeah, we used to have the little plastic click things where you
Yep.
slid the things for 1 out, 2 out,
Yeah,
whatever
exactly.
you
And the ump would say how many strikes every pitch, so
yeah.
everyone knew. And you have that all on the scoreboard, but we're missing it, and
Yeah,
that's a problem.
I agree. I
And
agree.
then what? And it comes down to, is Boone allowed to actually coach or not? And
Yeah,
I know Hector told me before that they practice bunting, they practice all this, but I think they're capped by the analytic team. I don't think it's just that, but it's also not translating from being in the field to over there.
I agree. I agree with you.
There's no accountability, and I don't want to go in this whole is a circle. It just analytics has it's ruining baseball in my opinion.
I
I
agree.
think it, and it's not my Bible. It's a tool. It should be on the arson. Here's the thing. Here's what we in situations. Here it is. Here's what the numbers say. And you're watching the game and you see this guy's dealing. Numbers will change. It's
Yeah,
just only statistics. You don't. It's statistics, but you don't. There's a couple of things that statistics can't show. You can't show clutchness. You can't show heart. You can't see how the pitcher's going to pitch. It really comes down to, is this pitcher comfortable? Is this batter comfortable? If not, and you can exploit it. And those numbers won't tell you that in the game. You need to know watching your eyes, and that's the thing. That's what me and CT been saying for a while. You can't freaking win the game if you don't use your eyes.
Have a
And
feel for the game, a feel for the moment right in front of you. You know,
like,
the game right in
and
front of you.
I hate to say, like last year, game 1, I think you bring Tim Hill in. I think that's a whole different game against the Dodgers.
Against the Dodgers, yeah, I agree with
I
you.
think if we win that first game, I think the momentum shifted. The Dodgers would be like a wake up call, a slap in the face, and then I think we would have saw a better series.
Yeah, no, I agree. But
But
I think I do have to say right before we go though, I'm telling you right now, I swear if things don't turn around, the closest we're gonna see to the Yankees winning a World Series with Aaron Boone was last year, and we saw the results. Gonna be honest with you. Gonna be honest, and people are gonna hate me for saying that, but that's my reality on it. I think we're gonna need some new management at the end of the season, especially if we don't make the playoffs.
And I'm not being negative about this stuff. These are the little facts that me and CT have been talking behind scenes a bunch of times. And especially with the analytics with the Cardinals and the Padres the last few times. I know I brought it up with Uncle Tax's show on Friday a little bit.
Yep.
But I really wanted to explain to you what the probabilities are, because 2.8% of winning that's what the analytics would say. It's impossible.
Yeah.
His going a 16 game winning streak with the feel of the game got him into the playoffs because they were good defensively, they were good at situational hitting, and they pitched good.
No, I wrote down my notes. I did my homework.
I think I told you to make sure I had the numbers there just so just a refresher, just in case. And I said just in case we went over it.
Oh, you want my homework? You want my homework? Oh, you want my clip?
No, I told you. No, we talked to each other about this, but it was just a reminder, just in case. But let's just end the show is let's go Yankees.
Go Yankees, guys. Thank you, everybody in the chat.
Thanks for everyone in the chat, and we'll see you maybe Monday or Tuesday. We'll have it posted.
Take care, everybody.
Okay, bye.